can kind of latch on to an idea that's more fantasy than real to us. It's kind of this amorphous feeling experience where maybe even we invite in unicorns and fairies, and it feels like this reality that we can't quite grasp. And so here we are opening, and it's emerging in our consciousness, and it's beyond what we can hold between our ears. It's so much more than our mind can wrap around. So how do we open to this? How do we remain open to something that we can't tangibly describe, that words fail us? Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're joining us. Gail, Scarlett, Angela, I'm so glad you guys are all here. And for anybody else who hasn't said hello, hello, hello. So this technology, and I'm going to continue to call it that because that's how it's been presented to me. And who am I to adjust the language and the information that is coming through? This technology is not to override our programming, our systems. It's actually to awaken systems that have been dormant, have been unused, have been not accessed, right? That we've been kind of just running through things. Hello, Mary. I'm glad you're here. Mary Jo, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found us. That we are in a state of some people would call it upgrading. That implies that there was faultiness in the current system. And everything that I've been shown, everything that has come through in channeling, everything that's come through in my meditations is no, 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 no. You are not utilizing your capacity. And we've heard that about our mind, like we only use 10% of our mind. Hello, Darlene. That we only use a certain amount of our capacity. But this is true of our entire vessel, including even how we breathe. Learning how to breathe more fully to allow every cell to receive nourishment. That's the technology that we're being given. We're being brought into our fullest capacity to receive, to expand in our receiving through the breath, through receiving of our connection with our nature, with life, to be able to be in this vibration of wholeness that is as much us as the skin suit that we're in. So what I would say is that there is an opportunity for us to stay in this vibration, to continue to work in this, and to continue to allow this technology to wash over and through us as we practice. There are things that we cannot yet conceive. Like we can't land it. We can't say this is what it is. And even as we do, we have to hold it loosely. We have to not be so certain that this is what it is. It's learning how to be in a more fluid state of knowing. And that knowing does not reside well between the ears. Can you conceive of what I'm speaking of? Like the limitation of the mind. The mind has to know, and it seeks to know, to piece it together, to make it all make sense. Even the phrase that everything happens for a reason is a way of comforting ourselves, and really it's comforting our mind and our emotions. And the truth is, the real capital T truth is, everything happens. Reason is unnecessary. That is our mind needing to make sense of it, to comfort, to seek comfort. And so as we're acclimating to this different consciousness, to this different way of being, our breath and this practice that we do allows us to acclimate to that, allows us to open up and to be in this vibration before we can truly conceive of what it is. We can feel it, we can know it, we can we can recognize it, and then suddenly we're in it. And the closest thing I have that it reminds me of is many years ago I lived in Guatemala. I went there for over a month when I was in college, and it was right, of course, when I started my relationship with Steve, and it was before internet. Really, it was really rudimentary internet. I'm giving away my age. Uh, and um, I was in Guatemala, and I spent every day, all day for 3 weeks, for 2 weeks, every day, all day, speaking Spanish one on one with a teacher, right, to learn Spanish. And I remember, like, every day it was like, "Okay, conjugate, do this, get these words in your head." I lived with a family and they only spoke Spanish. Like, I had to learn all of this stuff, as I was going, like, learn to fly, fly while you're building the plane, which is kind of what we're doing, right? So here I am living and experiencing life. I don't have full grasp of the language, and then all of a sudden one day I was with some friends in a bar. I still remember exactly there, and they're talking to me, and I order and I do all this, and I all of a sudden it just clicked in my head that they're speaking to me in Spanish. These friends are not from America. They're not English speakers. They are Spanish speakers, and I'm understanding them and I'm conversing with them fairly easily. I ordered in Spanish, I received what I wanted, and I had this awakening that, oh my gosh, I just did something mindlessly, effortlessly, that 2 weeks ago had been impossible. Like, I couldn't imagine because it was just like, "Blah, blah, 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 I don't know what you're saying to me." Like, everything. I could barely get, I would like water, or where is the shower, out. And suddenly I'm having that level of conversation. That's akin to what this practice is helping us do. It's like we're learning a language without even knowing when and how and where and why we need it. And yet, as we need it, it will emerge in our consciousness as effortlessly as ordering a beer in a bar in Guatemala, right? In the right language. So I hope that makes sense to everybody what this practice is. Some of you have been asking me questions about the workshop that I have coming up on the 27th. It's a half day workshop. It's the first of four. I will be getting the other three up. But basically, what it is, it's called Your Open Channel, the first one. And it really is about how to open your channel. Some of you have gifts, and whether it's, Gail, your photography, or Kathy, your growing awareness that you are receiving messages with spirit. All of these, it's about refining that, but also it's not just about like being a channel. It's about how do you work with spirit? How do you get into that alignment and understand the importance of that alignment and how to nurture and nourish it? And so it really goes in alignment with the fundamental function of this practice that we're doing every day. So we'll take that even deeper. And each one of these four workshops takes a component of this breath of the world meditation, this harmonic alignment practice that we're doing, and it will deepen your understanding, deepen your connection to it. And so if you're interested, definitely sign up for the first one. I will have a way to sign up for the entire 4 courses, and know that if you sign up for the first one, don't worry about it. I'll give you the balance. I'll send you an invoice or whatever that looks like for the balance of the courses. But there'll be a price break if you sign up for all 4. My hope is that there will be a core group that is wanting to deepen their awareness of this, wanting to immerse themselves in the technology that this is, that it may shape the work that you do in the world, that it may shape how you are in the world and how you serve, and may help you in engaging with others in a more um, uh, what do I want to say? A more um, fluid manner. It allows you to be in a state of always being empowered and clear, no matter what the circumstances. And I just really see this being very important. So it infiltrating the work. So if there is interest in that, know that you can message me if you have a question about how, about ways, about what we can do. Let me know. But I believe very strongly in this work. And as a matter of fact, last night I literally was having the same dream over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, and I was very consciously aware of the um, the dream being over and over again. And it was like I was in a different position in every dream, seeing how this practice is opening. It's like a key for a lock that we've been waiting for. And that's an oversimplification, but we've been longing to be in that experience of wholeness for so long. And when we come from this place, when we are acclimated to it, we are actually helping others come to that as well. And to be able to speak to it, to be able to understand the technology, and to be able to share that with others is incredibly powerful. And it's really allowing us to be um, more free from the constraints of the shoulds and oughts and limitations of our mind and our heart, to be able to function more freely uh, than we've experienced before. So again, if you're called to that, please know that the door is open on that, and there are still spots left. So I'm very excited, and the more I'm breathing into this workshop, the more it um, my passion, my desire to be in that class with you is is growing. I and the only thing that I wish is that it were all in person, but I believe that energetically it will feel that way. I believe that the distance, very much like when we're in meditation, will shift. So that's my great hope. And so I think, does anyone have any questions? I want to invite everyone to, if you would like, to share your intentions for our meditation today, for our work. As we breathe, we can breathe with anyone. We can breathe with our intention. Breathing for people doesn't really serve anyone, because it implies that they are unable or incapable of breathing for themselves. But as we breathe, it's almost like awakening a rhythm within the people in our lives to their own capacity, their own capability. And so as we bring them into the vibrations, we bring them into the connection of the work that we're doing. We are all vibrating at a higher state. So if there is something that I love this, Beverly, release. So we'll breathe in and um, be in that vibration. Anyone else have any other intentions that they want to breathe in to the group? One of the things that I will just share that I've been breathing with is um, awakening the call that is out there for support by those who do work in the light, those who are intuitive, those who are awake, to raise their attention to be of service, to vibrate in um, in the awareness of truth, that is calling them up, calling them to that level of work. There are many things happening around this country that we sometimes play small as light workers, as healers. We play on an individual level. We play on a sorry, I'm adjusting this. We play on a one-on-one problem solution type of response. However, I think there's an opportunity to be called up. So I've been breathing in that level of capacity into those who have access to do so. Let's see, Jennifer, please breathe with my family and me during these hard times with my mom. Absolutely. And Linda, to be present and allowing. Excellent. Anyone else have anything before we get started? I wanted to just invite you to that. Whew. All right. So let's go ahead and let's just close our eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. It's not too late to type in your intention to the group. Let's take some deep breaths. And just feel the light that we are breathing into this body, this beautiful light that is love and appreciation and abundance, flowing easily into our body and out, no matter what is happening in the world around us. Our breath brings us to this place of peace. By focusing, by bringing our attention to the breath, we are immediately brought to a place of relaxation and ease. Breathing in, we feel our cells open to receive all of the love, all of the light, all of the appreciation. And relax, feeling fulfilled, full, connected. As we breathe in behind our thoughts and our emotions, letting them just be where they are. We breathe in and feel our awareness just fall back away from the noise, the busyness of the mind, of the heart, of the emotions, to this beautiful place within that is still and quiet. And we breathe and feel our awareness just gather in this place. Feeling still and comfortable and present. Noticing anywhere in our physical body we're feeling tension, unease, discomfort, emotional heaviness. We just breathe from this place of awareness, allowing all of that light, all of that appreciation, not to push it away, but to support what is true for us in this moment. To breathe and to allow that love to move in and through. We feel that discomfort ease. Any place we're feeling that we're holding, just to relax. those places where fear and doubt and worry and control rise up out of habit. We can be aware of that from this perspective, from this place of knowing, and love it. Love the experience of holding, of resistance, of our fear. Love it as it is, that we may be comforted in the wholeness of our experience. It is so much easier and more fluid to honor our experience, to honor all that we are, this beautifully crafted and complex being that we are. We breathe in and feel the appreciation wash over and through us, appreciating our divinity. And we relax. And it is from here that we bring our attention to our physical body that is supporting us in this experience of this now moment, supporting us in our wholeness, supporting us in this presence, this body that operates without our knowing, without our having to think it. It is a function of the divine operation that we are. The electrical pulses that move from our mind to every part of our body, every organ, every cell awakening and activating the function, sparking the action. And we breathe and feel every cell awaken to that divine function, that spark of knowing, that the heart cells know when to beat, that the lung cells know when to receive and when to let go, that the blood cells know when to receive the oxygen and to release the waste. They know to carry it to all parts of the body and every organ and every cell knowing to receive and to release and to function in the harmony that is that organ. And that all of our organs, all of our cells working in harmony together to keep us functioning, to honor our life. And we breathe. We breathe and feel this divine function. And our appreciation grows for this body, for the force of life that created us. We are divinely organized, and we function in alignment with that which created us. And we breathe. And from here, we bring our attention outward to the energy field that surrounds this physical vessel. This energy field that is a part of our vessel, part of our being, part of this body that we inhabit. We feel it, we experience it. There's a gentle rhythm and flow to this energy as it moves around us and through us, around the physical and in and between every cell. This field of energy vibrating in that which is good, that which is godly. We resonate in the vibration of wholeness. And it moves in and through our consciousness as we feel it moving. We experience that which we cannot see with our eyes, but feel with every part of our being. This energy field is how we experience other, the world in which we live. We experience form and life and energy as it touches and moves in and through our field. We experience that here before it reaches our senses, and our awareness is heightened to experience all of this. We resonate, and the resonance is attractive to that which is good, with us, for us, through us, moving in and through our experience. We breathe, feeling life, this force of life, this flow of life of all living things, permeating our vessel, moving in and through our field, moving in and through our physical being. And we breathe. We are capable of experiencing much more from a place of wholeness. We bring our attention beneath our feet to our connection to the earth, our mother, connected to our energy field is a cord that connects deeply into the earth. And from the earth flows love and connection in a warm, thick, red vibration that moves up and through our vessel, nourishing our sense of home, giving us a sense of place and belonging, that we may feel fulfilled and be where we truly belong. She is our mother, giving us home. We have been connected to her before we took our first breath. We feel the gravity pulling on every cell of our being, every bit of our energy field. this gentle tug keeping us home, reminding us that we are here, we belong, as she provides atmosphere that allows us to grow, to thrive, receiving sunlight that is nourishing to our vessel, food and water that nourish and enrich our being. We are overwhelmed with gratitude as it rises up in our cells, in our being, as we flow this gratitude outward, radiating it outward in the world. We are home, and with every breath, we honor our Mother through our vessel, through our being. And it is in this expanded state of love, abundance, and flow that we expand our awareness upwards, above our head, to our connection to the quantum field. It is wide open. We are like a tulip or a chalice or a cup, open wide at the top to receive the divine light of spirit, that which created our beingness, our form, that which is divine. We were breathed into being, and now we breathe this same light, this same crystalline vibrational energy into our vessel, allowing it to flow in with every breath, and with every breath we expand. We receive more in every breath, expanding to receive and to acclimate to this beautiful vibration of love in creation. We acclimate to the limitlessness of that which is given freely to us, allowing it to wash over and through, and we relax with the exhale. As we relax, we open even more, for there is no limit to what is given, and there is no limit to what we can receive. Our vessel expands outward, and our vibration, our being, resonating in the light of wholeness, of love, of creation, expanding outward with every breath. We feel our connection with all of humanity. We breathe and feel the breath move in and through the consciousness of humankind. As we expand in our capacity, we are expanding the capacity of all of humankind to receive and to vibrate in the light and expression of the infinite. And we breathe and we allow the experience of breathing and being breathed to permeate our consciousness, our awareness, our experience. Breathing in, breathing out, expanding into the infinite field of possibility, feeling it, experiencing the vastness that is beyond our understanding. As we begin to feel the rhythm of the universe breathing us, gently pulling us in and releasing. We feel the rhythm, the divine rhythm of the breath, awakening our own capacity, our own knowing as we breathe with our brothers and sisters around this planet. It is in this state of awareness that we can experience and bear witness to the pain, the frustration, the righteousness, the ego, the stress, the doubt, the worry, all that suppresses the capacity for the breath, all that results in holding of the breath. And we can breathe freely, knowing that our breath reaches between and through these blockages, these thoughts, these emotions, reaches every vessel around the planet, awakening, stirring the desire to breathe again. And as we breathe, we feel within our own vessel, within the very core of our being, our innate power awakening and enlivening and moving, growing through our physical form into our energetic field. Every breath, we feel this power awaken in who we are, in the nature of who we are and our capabilities. Expanding the awareness of our being, expanding our comprehension of our function. We breathe as it washes through us, awakening truth within our vessel, this vibration that resonates so deeply and profoundly, like a gong being struck, we know truth. Awakening in our consciousness that we come to trust this before our mind, before our heart. We come to this. And we are awash in the gentle vibration of harmony that allows grace and love and compassion to guide our thoughts, to guide our being, to feel the oneness rise up in our awareness. That as I do harm, that as I hold back from another, I am holding back on myself. We come to feel this acutely in our being. And we breathe. Harmony awakens that which is life-giving, that which is divine in all beings, that it may be honored and blessed and held in highest regard. Allowing this to shape our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotional response, our actions in the world, of the world, with the world. And it is here that we feel ourselves enlivened and awaken to our divine purpose as it washes through us, feeling the function of love and creation awaken, our key function, that our knowing, our capacity to create, to receive inspiration, and to make with it, to grow with it, to expound upon it, is our nature, is our function in our human capacity. We are now fertile ground, receiving inspiration, receiving that which is good and life-giving. And the seeds that we are not meant to tend, we allow to grow elsewhere. We give, knowing that there are other gardens, other gardeners who grow these seeds. There is plenty for all. And we are awash in this awareness. We are fulfilled in this now moment. Every ache, every longing fulfilled. And we breathe. We breathe and we acclimate to our wholeness. The stories, the beliefs, the agonies, the pains that have held us back from being in this vibration. We exhale and we surrender willingly. We open to a new way of being. And we breathe and experience this vibration of wholeness. I am. I am. I am. Indeed, this is your I am, beautiful souls, beautiful breathers of light. You are vibrating in your wholeness. Many of you hold to the constructs of your brokenness, the story of your trauma, your pain. Do not anguish over your need to hold at this time. You are coming to see and recognize the limitations of this way of living, that it keeps you from experiencing all that you are and all that you are capable of. You can feel badly. You can shame yourselves. You can try to berate yourselves into better ways of being, but this has not worked, has it, dear ones? Love what is true of you in this now moment. Love that which may be fearful, doubtful, uncertain, and breathe. For you are now attuned to compassion, to this divine love, and it flows more effortlessly to and through you, dear ones. Your mind may tell you otherwise, but as you breathe and feel this now experience of you, not an idea of you, but the truth of you, that which is emergent in your consciousness is not new you, it is the true you. What your mind holds is a veneer, a container that has always been too small for your being. But it has been convenient, and you have been told that this is who you are. Even your name limits your being, dear ones. Breathe in and feel the spaciousness of this way of being, trusting that your breath is the way to bring you to this as true in every moment. This is the practice, not just to achieve the experience, but to believe the experience, to allow it to be your experience. Ah, it is in the gentleness, in the subtleties. Would it not be easier if we knocked you upside the head? How many of you have become accustomed to such ways of truth telling? But the mother does not work in this way. The mother loves her children and knows that you must come to love yourself as she loves you. That you must come to know your value, your worth, your inherent beauty, wholeness, gentleness, all that you are, dear ones. And in this, you will come to see all that you experience for yourself in all of the mother's children. Four-legged, two-legged, many-legged. You see, it is not just a human experience. It is a planetary awakening. You are coming to your nature, which means you must come to be in the nature of what is here. We honor and bless you, dear ones. We breathe with you that you may find and be gentle in your way of experiencing this. That you may continue to seek gentleness, even with that which causes you great uncertainty. We honor and bless you. Mm. Feeling so much love flowing outward, and I'm feeling very connected to everyone who's on this, who's connecting in this moment. I'm feeling very connected. like like we're all breathing very much together. How many of us are still holding this idea of we can manage through this? There there's much to be taught and expanded in now. And if not now, when? Boy, that sounds right. When else? Let's wait another month, let's wait another year, wait another. And now they're like all time is collapsing. Thank you, Angela. I agree extremely. I as a witness of it, so I both receive it and I'm a witness, right? So I'm speaking, but I'm also witnessing this. The amount of compassion and tenderness. Even right now, as I today, one of the things that I've been very aware of is that's growing in my awareness is the violence that we have tolerated. And I'll put it that, like that I have tolerated, that I have not been up in arms, and I don't mean it that way, but to stand against violence. And it occurs to me every day lately, it has occurred to me that I am surrounded by very powerful, very capable beings every single day. And as we breathe, I feel this wave of love and compassion washing over and through me, and I feel it moving outward into the consciousness of humanity. And I don't get to choose where it goes. I get to just be open and abundant. If it goes to those who right now I'm very angry with for disregarding life, or who don't share my opinion on how things need to go, boy, right? That breath still moves. And to be honest, I feel more joyful in that. I feel more a sense of connectedness and possibility than I ever have. And so as we think about what our capacity is and where we've held back, this isn't a I'm where we have put limits on what we are capable of. For those of you who are healers, for those of you who are intuitives, for those of you who know and feel things, who work with spirit, work with the minerals, work with the animals, work with the elementals. All of that we're all being asked to work at a new level, to work in a new way, to truly open our channel, that we may bring this forward fully in this now moment, that the experience of powerlessness for any one of us does no longer exist.